Hello and welcome to the War Report. We are here for our final episode of 2022, our year end episode. This will be the final time you hear from us, and we're just going to give a lot of solid picks for everything that we got going on. I'm your host, Cyrus, joined by Quan, of course. And how we feeling? How we feeling now that the year's kind of over?
Wrestling wise, been a long year, man. I was like, we were doing the like looking at moments and stuff. I was like, man, so much stuff happened this year, and not even just like in wrestling in general. Bob Saget died this year. I forgot that even happened, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know that happened.
So much. It just this year, I don't know why. Just a real like whirlwind of just like so much stuff going on, and in wrestling especially. This is one of the wildest wrestling years we've had in a long time. With Vince stepping down, AEW bullshit, NXT changing and then changing back. It's been a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff we've been through as a podcast, and just like ups and downs and interviews and different visions on what we want to do with this going forward. It's just been a lot, man. I think. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this break. I know that much. I need it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so ready for the break. But this year we had a lot of good matches, and I don't think that it would be crazy to say that WWE had a really strong year, in ring wise, barring all the Vince McMahon retiring and all the other stuff, and I was about to say releases, but there hasn't been a lot, but whatever.
I believe they were all last year, right?
And then AEW, was really hot, but I think for all the wrong reasons. And it kind of just like they were hot and for all the wrong reasons. And then like during the summer or, that period, like they added too much lighter fluid and then everything just burnt up in their face. Hopefully they bounce back for 2023, and then sure. I don't know much outside of that. I haven't really been keeping. I think this year has been a very I haven't explored like anything on the outside of like what we kind of watch for these shows, and then like for spot callers.
I just don't have the time. I used to watch. This is the first year in a long time I didn't watch the G1. Usually if I don't watch New Japan all the time, at minimum I'll watch the G1. I didn't even.
Yeah, same.
Couldn't tell you a damn thing that happened in G1 this year. I don't even know who won it. I'm assuming Okada did, but besides that, I have no idea who won it.
I think it might have been Okada, honestly. But this year when Justin even like approached me talking about the G1, I always hit what I've been hitting since 2000, I think 20 or 19. I was just like, what's New Japan? I've never heard of it. What is this new promotion? But like, I didn't even watch any. Usually I'd watch it because it's free and it's Mania weekend, but like, who cares? Like, I didn't even see any GCW stuff. I didn't watch any of the ROH shows. I don't really watch Impact. I tried to keep up with Stardom, but I just can't. it's hard. So, I'm going to try my best to like at least fall back into Stardom, if anything, next year. But that is my wrestling New Year resolution, I guess.
Well, enough. More?
Yeah. No, just get back into Stardom because what is it? I watched the match I think yesterday and I really enjoyed it. And
Are you gonna watch Sasha?
She's on a New Japan show, so no.
Ain't they affiliated with Stardom now? Don't they got like a deal, or is that another company?
I don't know. No, yeah, they do, but I don't think she's gonna be around much, honestly.
Okay.
So, nor do I care. I'm not watching it for her. But all right, let's get into it, man. Year-end list stuff. I still got some stuff emptied out. So when we get to that portion, I'm gonna see what you say and then fill it in last second.
We might have the same stuff. So.
Okay, no problem. All right, man. So I kind of divided this up I just divided it up by NXT, AEW, and then our honorable mention is just like anything that is not in this sort of realm. If this is your in those realms, if this is your first time hearing this, and that honestly, the honorable mentions literally just means probably WWE related or like main roster related. Since I don't, like I said earlier, I haven't watched really much else this year. So match of the year. Who are you giving it to?
All right. So NXT. This was tough. I had a couple in my mind, but for me, it might be a recency bias thing too. But I think JD McDonough versus Dragunov versus Braun Breaker is my NXT match of the year. I thought it just overall fantastic, closest thing to 5 stars as far as NXT goes, at least according to my spreadsheet. I think Dragunov and JD have had stellar years. Dragunov only wrestled like 9 matches, but all 9 matches were fucking fire. So like, I can't even discount that. JD has been fantastic. I'm over his gimmick. I was like, I had the problem with it earlier in the year, but he kind of transitioned the gimmick a little bit, so it's not as weird or awkward. And I think just in ring, he's always been fantastic. So in Braun's he's doing his thing. Like,
Braun, he's doing well.
Braun's doing his thing. So I just think it was all around just a great match, and nobody seemed like they were like not supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Like Braun didn't feel like he was a step behind these guys, these 2 world class workers. But yeah, that's my NXT.
Okay, so one thing's in common for sure is that Braun Breaker is definitely in my NXT match of the year, but I went with Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate.
That was my number 2.
Oh, for real? Okay. I was really stuck between that one, the triple threat, and the match. Well, I didn't think that it was that fantastic, but the match with Grimes, I just thought like the story enough was like really, really good. Other stuff. I tried not to have a recency bias, but I really enjoyed the males Iron Survivor. I thought that match was really, really good.
No, it was good. It was really good.
I also, we got like, what is it? Didn't we get Ilya versus Roderick Strong this year?
That was like his first match in the States, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, where he came for like Worlds Collide. It was really hard. Yeah. Definitely like it was hard to not pick. Like the match was either going to have like Dragunov or Braun in it. I should have picked realistically, I should have picked the match with both of them in it, but I did like the Tyler Bate one a lot more.
No, it was in UK. It was in UK. It happened.
Oh, for real? Yeah, that shit was banger.
It was hard though. I gave it a 4. So
that shit counts anyway. AEW. I feel like we might have the same one, but you watch a lot more AEW than I do.
I don't believe we do, because the match I had was on Rampage. You don't watch Rampage, so I know. That was my
brother.
I take it back. That's my honorable mention. My match of the year for AEW was Danielson versus Hangman. So
okay.
Yeah, that was my match of the year as far as
the 60 or the other one.
I forgot which.
Wait, the 60 happened this year, right?
60 with Kenny. Did he have 60 with Hangman?
No, did he? I feel like didn't he go to a draw with Hangman?
He might have. I don't remember. One of them was really good. I couldn't tell you which one it is.
It was your match of the year.
I know. I don't even fucking remember it. I don't remember them drawing. I remember just Hangman winning, right? Am I bugging?
I'm pretty sure they had like a series of matches at the top of the year, and I remember just going, "Damn, they're really blowing through these matches, man. What the hell are they gonna have for the rest of the year?"
I don't remember which the hell one it was. Okay, but if not that, then my other one was John Moxley versus Takeshita, Takeshita from like a month ago. I thought that match was fantastic. You didn't watch it, so you can't talk. You can't speak on it, but trust me, shit was good.
I'm sure it's
fantastic.
Okay, so I went with the CM Punk versus MJF dog collar match.
I like the first one better than the dog collar. The one that was on Dynamite.
The main reason why I like this match a lot more is definitely for CM Punk's entrance. When they mentioned it on the A show, I was just like, damn, that is like one of my favorite AEW moments like this whole year.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Like it was like one of those if you know you know type things. Even if you didn't, it still looked cool.
Yeah, it just looks fucking sweet. So I wanted to. Yeah, we don't have like a. Oh yeah, I have it in my that entrance. I have it in my most memorable moment for AEW. So spoiler for that, but I love that so much. And then I love the homage to the old ROH stuff, even though we can't watch it back, but it is what it is. I really enjoyed that match a lot. So honorable mention, I went with Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. If you watched our top 20 moments of 2022, you can hear me gush about it with my part with Justin and Mark. This is a moment, man. This shit is hard. I love the feud a lot, and I was watching this with my friend Mark, and kind of like breaking it down. A different Mark, but breaking down like the feud a little bit with the video package and all that stuff. And then we watched the match, and then when Rollins just fucking passed out, it kind of locked them in. So I was just like, is just like that. Anything's possible, baby. Don't Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in the match, man. You can convert anybody into a wrestling fan. So
I gotta run that back. I gotta watch that again. I haven't watched it since.
It's so good. I watched it after I did the year-end thing, and then I watched it again. I think like I forget when last week. That's it for me.
I got a couple honorable mentions. There's a lot of main roster stuff I like this year as far as the WWE goes. I think this is just biased, obviously, because the match itself. I just watched it back the other day. It wasn't really that great, but Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. Man,
that match is hard. I don't give a fuck what anybody say.
Nah, it wasn't as good.
That match hard. What the fuck are you expecting from Austin the second time?
I don't know. I just remember at the time when I was watching, I was just like, I couldn't believe like I was watching Stone Cold wrestle in HD. Like I've never seen Stone Cold wrestle in HD cameras. I had to put Stone Cold's name in the spreadsheet. I never thought I would do that ever in my life.
That's all that fucking matters.
That's all that matters. That's why I put it in one of my high. I gave it a 5 because it was that important to me.
Yeah,
and it made me so happy to get to see Stone Cold go out on his own. I'm assuming he's gonna have one more match. I don't think that's his last match, but just exciting to really to see Stone Cold get to do that, especially after he took that bump to the outside. I was like, okay, and he got up. I was like, okay, we're good. Let's get it. And then I think Cody, Seth Hell in a Cell was just, man, storytelling.
Another masterclass. I failed to really mention Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch.
At WrestleMania.
In my list, but that is definitely a highlight match for me. The Mania match, stellar.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the SummerSlam match too. And the other one,
wait. So just a little hot take, I guess, but
go ahead.
I like the Mania match more because at SummerSlam, I felt that match is really fast.
The SummerSlam one?
Yeah, like it goes at a very rapid pace.
That's fine. I think the first one was more methodical. I felt like, so it's fine to switch it up on the second match.
I like it a little more methodical. It reminds me a little bit of the AJ Styles and Cena feud, because I believe like their Royal Rumble match is like they're gunning each other down, or like what is it? I think like the third match they're just gunning each other down. The second match is very more methodical and like slowed down.
You know my favorite part about the Rumble match they had? They never left the ring the whole match. I think that's I love when wrestling matches like
amazing.
That didn't leave the ring the whole match. That was some All Japan 95 shit. And then my last one was Gunther versus Sheamus at god dang Clash of the Castle. That was just incredible.
Gunther, great year for him as well.
Amazing year.
Yeah. So that's enough for the honorable mentions, but those are definitely really good stuff. So next we go to NXT's Wrestler of the Year. Who do you got?
I kind of cheated on this one. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of cheated.
I don't know how, but okay.
I put NXT UK into account.
That's fine. So it's NXT.
I'm going with Dragunov. I think even though he only had 9 matches this year, every single match was fire. Every single one. There was not a single bad match in that catalog of 9.
There's only one bad match, but it's not even that bad, and that's the match with Zion Quinn.
Yeah, I'm not even counting that. that was it was a great squash too. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's Dragunov.
No, that's perfectly fine. I think he has had a very solid year as well. Sucks that he got injured, because I felt like he probably could have kept going. But I went with Braun Breaker. Just a really good fucking year. This is a really good title reign with only like one bad feud, but like that one bad feud had like
it
went 50-50. You feel me? With like there's one bad and then there's one good. I didn't mind him losing to Ziggler and all that. Like I thought that was like fine and okay. Like his the top of the year, just all the way down, has been really, really fantastic. And you remember when we said we needed a change in title pictures? Like we were really just like, the top of the scene just needs to get shaken up. And then we're ending the year and Braun is the only one still standing, giving the circumstances of one of the other ones. But, they're on to a bigger and better place.
Yeah, we got to talk about that one.
I don't think so. AEW's Wrestler of the Year. I know this came to a lot of like topic and debate in the Discord and a little bit of just uncertainty on my part. I'm pretty sure you already have yours, and I'm pretty sure we're going to agree.
Oh, mine was I debated with myself a little bit about it, but
okay.
I think we're on the same page probably.
Yeah. So let me emphasize when I say this. I am only saying they are Wrestler of the Year in the AEW category. Soon as you bring in any other entity or any other promotion into this category, they are absolutely out of question. I went with Chris Jericho as my AEW Wrestler of the Year.
Huh? I wasn't expecting that answer. I got to be honest with you. I didn't see that coming. That is not my pick.
I went with Chris Jericho.
I do think Chris Jericho had a very, very good year. Oh,
in ring wise, story wise, whatever. I'm just
Storyline wise, I didn't like either storyline he was in for the 6 months he was in each storyline, but I think in ring he did fantastic this year. This is one of his better years in his later years. Definitely his best AEW year in ring by far.
Mm-hmm.
My pick with Bryan Danielson, almost low key by default. I think I don't really like Bryan's position in the company right now, what he's doing. However, I still think he's having high quality matches because he's Bryan Danielson, and he's always going to have high quality matches until he's 50. I'm never going to doubt this guy. I think he's a great worker. My second pick would be Hangman. It sucks because he had time off for like injury or whatever, so he missed a lot. He missed
a really long time, and then when he came back, he still wasn't around that much. And then when he came back around, it was for the trios bullshit. And then now
he's back.
He got his head bust, and then he was gone for another his back, and then he got his head bust. So but I don't know, very sporadic year, but that's fine.
Yeah. The first half of the year, I thought he was doing pretty strong. Outside of the circumstances of his championship run, that I thought wasn't really that strong. I thought at least the match work was good enough to at least make it somewhat enjoyable for me from Hangman Page. And I think he had a lot of great promos in the beginning of the year too, like the one what was it, the one you were at? I think it was the Miami show you were at.
Yes,
yeah, that really good promo.
That was last year.
Did that last year? Whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, it was last year. But no, I completely agree. Like those were like really good stuff, really good moments. But I think for even with Jericho, it's very sporadic. But like I think Hangman Page being out for a lot is just, it kind of took him out of it for me. for Chris Jericho, he probably has like 2 matches that I really hate this year or like really don't like. I don't even remember Blood and Guts like that, so it's not in my.
It was
head.
just fine. It was like really middle of the road.
Yeah, I remember Anarchy in the Arena way more, but I don't like that match. And then
I like
the MJF match with the double finish, where they both traded wins in that one match. Hated it.
I don't remember that.
Terrible. They did the false finish and then they ran it back. Like
MJF
pinned Jericho, and then it was just like, come on, bro. Like if he was gonna win anyway, why do we? Still irks me to this day. I thought the match was very solid until they did that finish. Kind of just sucked everything out for me. But like, he has some good matches. I'm just not remembering right now. Like when you said the in-ring work is solid, like I do agree when you do say that. It's meaningless though, and that's like the hardest part. But like in-ring, I think he's been doing really good stuff. And then shit, at least he won some championships this year. Even if it is for a dead promotion or whatever. Honorable mention.
It's a world championship.
Yeah. Honorable mention.
Seth. I think Seth has just had a fantastic year all around, from beginning to the end. I think the 3 matches he had with Cody were great. Even in loss, I don't think it really hurt him that much, to be honest with you, just because his character is so over. My only thing with Seth is that I'm a little confused on what his character is and what his alignments are at this point. But besides that,
he do be on his big show shit.
Yeah, he'd be like, "What we doing? Are you a heel? Are you a face? What's going on?" I don't know, but I think he was a great tweener for Cody. I love the match with the Roman match. 3 with Cody. Didn't he have a recent banger not that long ago? Am I bugging? Who did he have a good match
Survivor
with?
Series.
He had a great match, Survivor Series. He's had a really good. He's got a lot of, and he's worked a lot. He's let me see it.
Yeah, you tweeted.
I think he's number 2 in. He had number 2 in points. Behind Rehab Riddle. So, he had a great year, and he had a really good ratings wise. He had a 5-star match this year from me. He had 1 4.5. He had 5 4.25s. He had 7 4s. I think just those numbers alone are really strong. I think he had a really great year.
I completely agree as well. For my honorable mention, I did wanted to pick like a non-NXT pick, but I really wanted to show love to this one motherfucker, man. He's a fantastic wrestler. Julius Creed.
My guy.
That boy could work. Singles, tag, whatever the hell you want to call that match with him and Damian Kemp. It is a singles, but
I love the ambulance match.
Yeah, it was great. This boy could work, man. I truly think that the Creed Bros are absolutely ready to go up, but if they're gonna be in NXT and help some people kind of get over or just get better in the ring, as Diamond Mine is known to do, keep it going. Fuck it. I really enjoy Julius Creed, and no, Brutus will get his love too, but absolutely love Julius Creed. And Bianca Belair is definitely like another pick, obviously. Definitely another worker that I really liked a lot. With Seth also really great as well. Him and Riddle were really neck to neck, but I feel like, Riddle started really spinning his wheels after the Roman stuff.
That, and I think losing Randy. I think whatever player they had.
Yeah.
With Randy, I think they just didn't know what to do after that, and they kind of just put him wherever, and they had him in the Roman stuff, and then, he had nothing else to do after Roman.
Yeah.
Had that boy with Elias playing the bottom.
And then another one, I just want to throw this out there, is Chad Gable. Really, really good. Alpha Academy. Even though they've been jobbing it up,
I'm gonna say all-time loser, but man.
All-time loser, all-time banger, like Danielson.
But let's keep it a stack though. He has 41 matches. They can't say he was underused this year because he definitely was used. That boy is on Raw every single week. Sometimes SmackDown. So I mean, he worked damn near every week.
Yeah, eating them pins, boy. But that's fine. Let's move on to our tag team of the year, and I'm gonna go first with NXT, and obviously the Creed Bros. Who else would it be? Either of them are pretty deadly, but
they're really the only two teams that were. If you're gonna keep it a stack, it's only the two teams that were like even like available. I feel like in NXT at this point. That should probably look into that.
Other people that I like to mention that not just to give some flowers, and they showed like a lot of growth. Brooks and Jensen.
I was just gonna say the Country Boys.
Brooks, the Country Boys. They need a tag team name. Whenever I put it on the sheets, I always say the Rednecks, but it's just like, nah, y'all really earn my fucking respect, yo. Like y'all need a faction name or some shit.
They need a tag team name. Casey and Kate and Ben needed a tag team name.
I already gave them one. Sean just needs to take it.
And then Idris and Malik need a tag team name too. I'm not calling them BBC. I'm not.
Come on, man. Why not?
It ain't happening.
You type it in every other night.
Hey, whoa, what does that mean?
Brooks and Jensen, a really good team, pretty deadly, really good. It sucks that GYV, Rip Fowler, and whatever the dude name is, they haven't work a lot. They don't work. Yeah, they haven't hit it again on the tag team scene. They definitely need to, but yeah, that's it. Who do you got?
I had the Creed Bros. I also agree. I've been very impressed with the Country Boys. I think Idris and Malik are they're pretty solid. I think they're a pretty good team. Very athletic. They had a great. What was the show they had? They had a really great show in one of the pay-per-views. Oh no, it was like a main event. They had a really good match recently. I don't remember.
It was with Brooks. It was with Brooks and Jensen.
Was it with Brooks and? It was with Brooks and Jensen.
That's the one I remember.
which says something about both of those teams that they're able to even have that quality of a match. I know Brooks has been wrestling for a while. I mean, Briggs has been wrestling for a while. I don't think the other three have though. So this for them to have that good of a match.
They're all coming together really, really well.
Yeah.
And they sort of have like this a new gimmick. We're not going to talk about NXT and AEW on this episode. We're just doing it in the year end. But this week versus the New Day, like, come on, son.
That was a great match.
Fantastic. Like are like tapping the watch, pointing at the door. Let's get these niggas on the main roster. Are you kidding me? These motherfuckers could work, yo. And for Malik Blade, and look past like their position on the card, or like if they're losing or not. Like these guys are good enough that they brought Odyssey Jones back, and these are the two that they chose to put him back on like an elevation or like an accelerated course, like to get where he needs to be. Like this is what they got going on. Is some really cool shit, man. So that is it for me. And then I think it's kind of for AEW's tag team of the year. I truly think is an unanimous in the Discord with probably only two other straying picks, but the Acclaim.
It's the Acclaim.
It's the Acclaim.
It's the Acclaim. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how this happened, but somehow the Acclaim became the best tag team in the company.
Yeah, like, so think of a bullseye, but there's the bullseye, and then there's like the white part or whatever. You hit the bullseye saying the Acclaim, and then you hit the white part, and it's probably like FTR or some shit, but you get less points for hitting that.
And the only reason it's not FTR is it because of FTR. You know what I mean? It's not their fault.
Yeah, it's not my fault they don't know how to get booked.
They don't get booked on the show. Because think about if you keep it a stack, the FTR's best two matches this year were in Ring of Honor. They weren't even on the main show.
Yeah.
Or if anything, it was Dax doing a solo match and losing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Acclaim. That's all I have to really say. Justin kind of really echoed my thoughts on the A show. Please go listen to that episode. But like, they kind of got over on their own. They found a little catchphrase, a little gimmick that they could really get behind, killing the AEW little mantra that like, good wrestling is all you need to get over, brother. And then it's just like, look at all the people that are your champions right now, and most of them are character folks.
Yeah.
or people that have kind of mastered or like have a decent character. But all the boys that are, you know, I don't need a character, pure wrestling in the dirt. It's fucking crazy how that happens, right? But definitely the acclaim for AEW's Tag Team of the Year. And then honorable mention. You want to go first, or
Usos?
You went with the Usos?
I mean, it's hard not to. I feel like.
Yeah. I went with Pretty Deadly, honestly. I truly like a lot of the stuff that the Usos did this year. Alpha Academy as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna give it to the Creed Bros. They've been doing really, really great stuff.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, Pretty Deadly. I'm trying to think. Anybody else I'm really like NXT?
Well,
I'm trying to think.
We already sung our praises for Brooks and Jensen.
You know what? I'll put KC Squared in there. I think they have some really good.
Shit.
I feel like they're missing something. I think their in-ring work with this year. I think they're really gelling as a tag team. I really do.
Yeah, I also think they're really ready. I'll agree with you there as well. And I already mentioned it. We're not really gonna talk about the episode, but this episode of NXT this week,
that match was good.
What the fuck with these niggas on?
Dog, little super Hurricane Rana thing they did.
Crazy.
Man,
dog. They said, "Hey man, it's a pre-tape. I'm gonna need y'all to go hard." And they said, "Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we gonna go fucking stupid
for no reason."
But yeah, they were fantastic as well. Super great match between them, Toxic Attraction and Diamond Mine, Ivy and Tatum. But Women's Wrestler of the Year, NXT. Come on, man. I already had it penciled in before it happened. It's Roxanne.
Ooh, okay. I went Mandy.
Oh, no.
I went Mandy.
No.
You went Roxanne. Okay. Interesting. I'm not mad at Roxanne. I'm not. Not at all.
So I as well was like, it only comes down to those two. My only problem is that when we did our first grading segment at the top of the year, I was really a big fan of Mandy. Like, I gave her an A+, all that shit. I thought she was doing really good stuff. I thought the matches were really solid. After Stand and Deliver, P fucking you until Zoe Stark comes back.
I would say I'm with you, but the latter third of that reign was pretty good. She had some pretty good matches.
Yeah, the Zoe Stark one, the triple threat one was really good. I thought the Nikki Lyons match was really good as well. She had some solid tag team matches as well. But Roxanne has been solid all year.
She barely had a bad match.
There's only one match of hers that I don't like this year, and it's her match against Cora Jade, the weapons match at Halloween Havoc.
I didn't like that one. I agree.
She had a very good, strong, amazing showing against Meiko Satomura and Natalia.
The Bailey match too on SmackDown. If you want to, it was the sixth man, right? It was the sixth woman.
Yeah,
but still,
look it up, even man. That look. Yeah. Some people aren't afraid to go to SmackDown. You feel me? And now you can't. Crazy, but yeah, crazy. Roxanne, absolutely. And now she is your Ring of Honor champion. I mean, NXT champion, but she started the year as your ROH champ. She's going to have an amazing and a solid year, man. Next year.
I hope so. I really do.
And not that you have to convince me or anything, but you just want to say anything else about Mandy Rose?
No, I think she had a really good year.
Okay.
I think it's an unfortunate way how the year ended, but according to her agent, she getting bread, so whatever.
Yeah. Unfortunate. She's making bank.
Yeah, bread though, so good for her.
Fuck a backbone.
It sucks for the other two, but hopefully they have enough of an identity as a tag team that it won't hurt them too much. And yeah, man, hopefully we see Mandy back one day. I don't want to see her just done with wrestling. I hope she just gets this little quick fan time bag. And,
go dummy and then come on back.
I hope she raised her prices. I ain't seen the menu yet since she got released, but I hope she put their prices up.
the subscription went up, I think, like
I would hope so.
$30.
I'm telling you, she was lowballing. I don't know what she was doing, but
hey man, let's stop right there.
Stop the man.
One Christmas bonus, you cashing out. But
me?
AEW Women's Wrestler of the Year, I really struggled with this one because I just think their women's division is very poor, and I couldn't really give it up to anybody.
No one really had like a dominating. Even like Britt kind of took a back. Like no one seemed like they were carrying the division this year.
I don't feel as if there's any standout performances from the women's division this year.
My pick is Jamie Hayter. I think Jamie Hayter's second half of her year had been really strong, and I think what really tipped it over the edge was the match with Toni Storm at was All Out. I think that match was really. It might be the best AEW women's match of the year. It absolutely is. It's not even a question. It was the best AEW women's match of the year.
I would have to watch it back.
Only thing I thought a little bit too many false finish kickouts near the end, but besides that, that was a really good match. I also think it was Toni Storm's best match in AEW since she's been there. So yeah, I thought that match was really strong. So I'm gonna give it to Jamie Hayter, low key on just kind of default shit.
Yeah, same.
I thought she had a pretty good second half of the year.
Yeah, I'll agree there. Not much more to say. And then obviously our honorable mention, well, at least mine, is Bianca Belair. The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Who needs blue hair?
Don't do that. Stop it. I think Becky had a really strong year. Tiffany Stratton, I don't know if she honorable mention, but I just wanted to shout her out because I thought she also had a really good year in the ring, as well as just developing her character.
I think the NXT women's division is really coming together with all these fresh talent. Kiana James, who's just been going crazy for the past like month now. Indy Hartwell, who's kind of finally getting her goddamn legs as well. Oh shit. I think she's had a solid 3 weeks as of right now. Keeping it going. Tatum Paxley is really coming together well. Ivy Niles is coming together well. Tiffany, Wendy, Fallon, who's doing really great stuff as well. Zoe Stark, I think she's still really great in ring, doing amazing stuff. Like that is a very and then Casey Square, Toxic Attraction. I just think everybody's really coming together well in that division there. Like everybody's truly developing. So shout outs to them. Next, feud of the year, NXT. What you got?
Kind of cheated on this one a little bit because it was like more than one feud in like it's multiple feuds in one. It was Braun Breaker versus the UK guys, all of them. Oh, so from Tyler Bate to JD to Dragunov,
Walter.
From Gunther, first of all, Gunther, then Tyler, then Dragunov. Just that whole span of the UK guys. I mean, I think the NXT UK roster guys that they kept, I think were all the good idea, and they're all really great workers, and I think they really brought the best out of Braun. At least match wise. Other than that, honestly, low key, I couldn't really think of any other real feuds in NXT where I was like, wow, that feud was like really fantastic. You know what I mean? I don't know, was Duke Hudson and Cameron Grimes this year?
You really felt with that?
Year? I like the poker segment. So. I don't remember when that was, but I like the poker segment. That was cool.
That segment was really, really people were so mad that shit was happening, and I was just like, oh brother, please. My feud of the year is Braun Breaker versus Cameron Grimes, although it's a short one, but it's a fucking goodie. Just the father stuff, kind of like weakening Braun as well, and then all like culminating into the match. I thought that was like all really good stuff. Cameron Grimes doing some of his best promos on that stuff, just talking about his father and all that. Just all good stuff all around. Definitely my favorite Braun feud. And then I mentioned the match earlier this episode already, so I think that's all good and fun. For AEW, uh,
I
MJF
put
versus CM
MJ
Punk,
for
I
CM Punk.
guess.
That yeah.
Yeah. It's really one of the feuds that actually had story that was like kind of clear. So
Yeah.
giving it to
It
that.
didn't drag too long. I think they got what they needed to do to get out of it. Those are
Mm.
some strong promo. I really like the promo, even though it was like on it was only online. I like the Punk one he did when he was bleeding, like in the gosh darn in the medical room, and he had like he bleeding and stuff all over his shirt. I thought that was a really good. After he got like hung with the belt, whatever the fuck it was,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really good promo. I like both matches. I did. I like the pay per view match and the one that was on Dynamite. So yeah,
You
man.
know what sucks?
Yeah,
I would really like to watch some of these matches back and like
there's like no way.
Yeah, unless I just watch it illegally.
Yeah, and then you gotta find it. It's a little process.
Yeah, man. AEW sure needs a fucking streaming service, or to get a deal with a streaming service or something. Maybe HBO Max will pick them up since they're taking Justice League and Justice League Unlimited off.
Stupid.
I'm so sad about that.
Oh, also, speaking of Justice League, shout out to Black Variant for having me on. This episode just came out. We were watching Young Justice. Just want to throw that out there. Shout out to Black Variant.
No problem. We're gonna plug it at the end as well. And then another feud of the year, man. Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Man, it feels good to be right. You feel me? Letting it play out definitely saves you the fucking tweets and high blood pressure. That's it. That's all I got.
Another one, I think Seth Cody. Even though I kind of wish Seth would have at least got one win. They could have gave him like the Backlash win, low key. At least cheated to win. I don't know, something. They gave him no wins. Kind of crazy.
That boy had his ass blown out.
3-0 sweat. That's crazy. Yeah. Anything else I really liked?
I mean, I like the Roman Seth stuff, even though that was mostly at the back end of like last year.
You know what else I liked? I actually liked Swerve and Our Glory and the Acclaimed. My only thing I didn't like, which they kind of nixed it pretty quick, they realized it was kind of bad, was Billy Gunn getting kidnapped. I think they're the only like downside of that whole feud. I think besides that, I thought the 3 matches they had were good. I think the first one was the best. Another thing I'm not really like the big. I feel like the Dragon is Keith Lee and Swerve thing out. Let's just get to the match already, bro. Like, why are we still doing this? Why are they still teaming and like? Let's just get to the match now. Okay, we get it.
Just make it a Dynamite. Just make it a Dynamite main event, bro. Because this shit is not a pay-per. It's not a pay-per-view match. But nah. I can't think of anything else right now. Nah, I'm just gonna go with Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. I thought that was really solid. Now to a little bit of negativity to get this going. We got cringe worthy moment of the year.
NXT.
Yeah.
Scripps debut.
That's not fair.
I'm sorry, man. That shit was.
Yeah, that debut was kind of bad.
You know what crazy though? The actual match, the little squash he had, was actually pretty good. I couldn't get past that goofy ass looking mask he had on his head and that terrible outfit, which doesn't say much because every outfit Reggie's had since he got there has been terrible. So I'm happy. I'm just happy they took the little tassels off his head. It helps a little bit. But yeah, that's my NXT cringeworthy moment of the year because what the hell was that?
Okay. Speaking of bad outfits though, and a weird debut, I'm going with Quincy Elliott for my cringeworthy moment.
That's fair.
Not a fan, man. That's my best Booker impression, I guess. sounded more like a RVD, but not a fan. I don't like the presentation of it. And I know there was people comparing it to, what is it? Not Viscera, but Mabel or whatever.
It's the same nigga. What you mean?
Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah. Nah. No. Dog looked like he got it looked like a trash bag painted with like stripes painted on it. I don't like, not a fan. Next for the AEW cringeworthy moment of the year, I'm gonna go with both of the Elite returns.
Cringeworthy. Okay, interesting.
Cringe.
So I'm using this example. Mine is a pick I'm also going to use later on. But the media scrum, I thought that was very cringeworthy, and not like the. It was just kind of like, yo, what the
whole thing.
What is this? Mighty, like you just brought a brand new champion. This guy's been gone from wrestling for a year. He's your world champion. First thing he does when he gets on the podium is start shitting on Colt Cabana and Colt Cabana's mom, and then shitting on Hangman, and then shitting on the EVPs, and you're just sitting there, Tony Khan, just watching them with a goofy look on your face, and it was just like, yo, what is?
And what's crazy is that, like, definitely the CM Punk part of the media scrum is definitely like, the meat and potatoes of like the whole thing. But then you have the shit with like Tony Storm, the journalist asking the dumbest question, just being like, you ever thought about not letting these niggas win to their face? Like, dog, are you dumb?
Yeah, the whole thing was a mess, bro.
So that was really bad. But those are the side dishes for the whole damn thing. The whole media scrum was absolutely terrible. I think they should stop doing those. But yeah, both the Elite returns. The first one where Kenny is coming out and he's clearly not ready, like he's not well. This dude is wearing a legit Mad Max shoulder pad with some Under Armour on, and he stinks. It's fucking crazy. And then now he comes back. I do think he's playing it up better.
A little bit. I think he's playing it up a little bit though.
Well, shit, I don't believe that. Weeks leading up to that match, he was literally telling us how beat up and broken he was.
Telling a story, man. I don't know. He definitely looks better now. By far.
And then the second return where they came out to, whatever that fucking song was. Yeah. No. And then, them mocking Punk and, all that other shit. Cringe. Embarrassing.
Lame. Losers.
Like, how long are y'all actually going to be milking this shit? And then for my honorable mention is Isaiah Swerve Scott deriding celebrities, and that one interview that he did that bashed the Black Wrestling 100.
Loser.
Yeah, his little explanation, the SpongeBob stink noise. That's the ship horn. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, no,
mine's I think
don't like that.
Another one. I think Vince coming out on Raw and SmackDown, literally right after he got accused of like sexual assault. Crazy.
Definitely.
Wow.
So those just were kind of cringe. I think the first promo he cut. Cringe. The first. As fuck.
Okay. All right. Which one? One of them. He just said like, what did he say? Like, welcome to the show or some shit like that.
I think that might have been the first one.
That was the first one. The first one was like, okay, whatever. That was weird, but okay. The second one was the weirder one.
Yeah,
he came out on Raw.
No, when he came out on SmackDown, that one was weird.
SmackDown was the first one.
No, he came out on Raw.
Was it Raw? Okay, I got it mixed up. Either way, whatever one where he like jumped off the fucking stairs. What's the thing on, bro?
This motherfucker's crazy. I think that might have been a Raw too, but
I don't remember. Did he do it 3 times?
I believe there are multiple appearances. If you're yelling at the microphone, I don't know, but
we don't remember.
The first promo.
First one was crazy.
Crazy.
What was
dog?
You know the worst part? Nobody can stop him. Who's gonna tell him no? You can't do that. Who can tell him no? This is a bad idea. You probably shouldn't do that right now.
I can't even say like, maybe you should have died when the heat died down. But like, dog, that shit was lava, bro.
It was the day of.
Hours.
It was like hours after that happened.
Motherfucker, a menace, bruh.
That's crazy to me.
I think you know what? It's something I want to add on to that. That is also a really another cringe moment. Is Dave Meltzer on CNN, and then David Blickenspan just being just like, "Why does nobody care about this?" And it was just like, you know, there's a lot bigger things going on in this world than fucking pro wrestling scandal. And Justin said that on Twitter, and then nobody really understood that nobody really gives a shit about pro wrestling.
Yeah.
When the price of gas is affecting fucking everybody.
There's a war in Ukraine as we speak. You think niggas was scared talking about freaking
Vince buying box, bruh?
Yeah, nobody really in the grand scheme, which is unfortunate because you feel for those victims, but it's just like, yo, in the grand scheme,
you obviously can care for both, but there is a larger issue that people like America is gonna like really.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about a fake fighting promotions CEO who have been known for decades. He's a wild dude. You know what I mean? Not like anybody was shocked when it happened. I don't know. It's just
it is what it is.
It is what it is. We're in a new era now. I think.
Rest it. When I saw that report about him saying he wanted to come back, I was just like, dog, you need to get a PS5.
Ain't no damn way.
You need to do something else, nigga.
I can't. I know he must be so bored at the house. What do you think he's doing? What do you think he does his regular day now? That
boy is watching Yellow Jackets on Stars, scratching his head. Just like, huh? Man, how come I never thought of that?
He probably got Mad TV he got to catch up on. He ain't watched shit in a long time. He missed Breaking Bad. He missed The Sopranos.
I'm watching Breaking Bad now, and I'm really enjoying it.
I can't believe you never seen it before. I saw that little post you put. That's crazy. I thought you saw it.
It's fucking class. It's some crazy shit already. But let's get into our guilty pleasure of the year. I don't even think it's a guilty pleasure at this point. It is, widely loved, widely known. Two-time guilty pleasure in a row. It's Chase U, baby.
Chase U. That's also my guilty pleasure. I love these guys.
I need the baby blue knitted sweater. I tried to get I tried to look on WWE shop and they only got like the really weak joints. I was just like, nah. I need it knitted, bro. I need to really represent Chase U, bro. I'm about to enroll. But yeah, just really good stuff from Andre Chase and Thea Hale. Brody Hayward, who got released earlier this year, whatever. I think Duke is doing great as a replacement, but I'm really curious where this story goes.
I don't know what I don't know what the interesting part.
I don't know what the swerve can be. So I'm looking forward to figuring out how all this goes. And then you said Chase U is yours as well. Anything you want to add?
No, man. I'm really just happy for Duke. I feel like Duke was in a weird spot for a long time. He's been in the company for at least 3 years at this point.
All he was doing was kissing his homie for most of the year.
Yeah, he did a lot of just random kissing. He had the weird poker gimmick for a little bit. And then they put him on Chase U after Bodie left, and it's been really it worked out. And I just think there's Andre is very over with the crowd. Mm-hmm. Tia, she's starting to figure things out. Also, I didn't realize how big her arms are. Her arms are massive. I was looking at
she's fucking huge,
bro. When they did a little backstage get, I was like, yo, her arms are wow. They're damn near like Bianca big. I don't know. They might be up there with Bianca as far as arm size. Her arms are massive. Like it's like she did nothing but curls in the gym. I feel like she must only do curls or something. Like no other workout.
The NXT workout plan, baby.
They ain't playing. But yeah, I think Chase U is awesome. I'm rocking with them.
Mm-hmm. AEW's guilty pleasure. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the same one as well.
I don't know. Actually, you keep saying that, and we haven't agreed on.
Yeah, it's not.
Enemies. What's yours?
Well, mine's is the Acclaim.
Mine is the Acclaimed as well.
See, my mind. It's the Acclaim. They look corny. I'm not always the biggest fan of the raps, but the raps is now growing on me.
I think they've gotten worse since they turned face. I think they're terrible now. I think they were a little bit better when they were dissing the guy in the ring. Now they don't do it as much. It's not as good. You know, I did like the video they did on.
I feel like I'm more numb to it than anything else.
I think you know what it is. I think you're starting to accept it. That's how I was with Orange Cassidy. I was like, you know what? I just gotta accept it. This is what it is. I gotta accept it.
I still feel like a lot of the lines are cringe. Like I definitely, what is it? The promo. I mean, the one that they had for FTR was pretty good. I think it's the one like before that one where I was just like, no, the one where they came out, but then they got attacked by Team TNA. I thought that rap was terrible.
I don't remember it. Couldn't even
that one might have been like an actual freestyle because there was nobody in the ring for them to shit on.
Yeah.
And they kind of just came out to get beat up, so it's not like they actually had a goal in mind and they're rapping about that. So truly a real freestyle because it was just like, what the fuck are we supposed to rap about before getting beat up?
I don't know. But yeah, shout out to the Acclaim. They've really grown on me a lot. I think the what really did it for me, put me over the edge, was the what was it? Is it Forbidden Door? Whatever the first tag match they had was Swerve and Keith. I was like, okay, I'm in on these guys now. I'm rocking with this. The crowd really loves them. The Scissor Me Daddy ass thing got over crazy somehow.
I mean, they're good in ring too. So
you know what's crazy? Billy Gunn always somehow ends up in like really popular factions without even like trying. Like he don't even do nothing to be there. He had the most he had the most over part of the DX intro. Now he had the most over part of the Acclaim. You can't keep getting away with this, man. But yeah. So the Acclaim, man. I'm really looking forward to see what they do in 2023 as well. I really like. I always thought Bowen was a great worker. I think Max is catching up. And yeah, I'm really interested to see where they go from here.
Honorable mention. I know it's not hard for me to say this, but this is a sort of a turnaround from, last year to this year, or the top of the year to later in the year. My guilty pleasure, honorable mention, is Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, the 180 we did on Cody is nasty. We might have to. It's a nasty 180 we did. We did the nasty 180 on him.
It's just really, really crazy that all you had to do was just give this nigga a good story, and that's it,
bro.
His own demons was himself.
If we go back a year ago and listen to our comments about Cody, and then hear us talk about Cody now, it's nasty. It's crazy. A nasty 180. It's a nasty 180 we did. I wouldn't even be mad if niggas call us hypocrites. I'm like, you know what? You're right, man.
I gave you the reason. Because, those ladder matches, the ladder match with what is it, Sammy Guevara, the flaming table with Andrade, the really shitty match with no, that Sammy Guevara had that one, never mind. What is it? The Glock Anderson shit.
That was fire.
The weird feud. The weird feud with Malachi Black, like, dog, all those shits pale in comparison to the shit that he was doing with Seth.
The weird promo he had before he left.
Yeah, the promo that we couldn't understand in time. That time capsule promo. Nothing compares to Seth, what he's been doing with Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins rehabilitated his career. GOAT. Seth is the GOAT. Unmute you. Who you got?
Oh, for guilty pleasure. I don't know.
Motherfucker, you didn't spend.
I thought when we were doing guilty pleasure, I thought we were doing like as far as the same company. I didn't know we were doing like outside stuff for the honorable mention stuff. So I don't really have one. Honestly, I didn't put anything.
All right, that's fine. No problem. Fine. You don't want to put Hit Row or Maximum Male Models?
Hit Row? What the fuck? Hell no.
You don't want to put some weird AEW dark nigga?
I don't watch dark anymore. I don't even have anybody in AEW. Let me see real quick. Let me look over. You know what?
You don't want to put Sky Blue on that shit aside?
Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
He grown on me this year. I really enjoyed his All Atlantic Championship run so far.
I'm indifferent at this point with Orange Cassidy. To me, he is truly, it is what it is. But I don't think he's bad or anything. I think he would actually be better off without the best friends, but somebody has to be pinned for him. So that's all good and dandy. But yeah, no, that's a solid pick. I rock with that. All right, next category. We got the most improved. I'm going to need you to tell me your AEW pick first because that portion is still blank.
I put Orange Cassidy with a question mark. I guess. That's all I got. I feel like everybody who was there a year ago is either in the same spot they were a year ago or they're in a lesser spot. Off. Yeah, no one. I feel like no one's really advanced, which is unfortunate. And yeah, you know even like Cole or Hangman, because I think just because injury wise they weren't able to. Brian been in the same spot. Claudio, I mean, he's basically in the same spot he was in WWE, just flipped over to a different company. Is Kingston? He's just there. Jericho
he fell off in the spring.
I think he's hurt. He must be hurt or something. I don't know what's up with Eddie Kingston. But yeah, I just feel like no one's to me at least. I feel like no one's really moved. I guess if you want to put MJF, I guess I don't know. But even I feel like this wasn't his. I feel like
I don't have my camera on, but just and he was shaking my head, bro.
And he was gone for half the. And he was gone for half the year, so I can't even put him in that. Yeah, it was. This one was probably one of the tougher ones, the most improved for AEW. I feel like there hasn't been much improvement.
I was hoping to get convinced by somebody or like actually have like a character or like a person in mind when you said yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no bullshit. I'm either NA, not applicable, or I'm just gonna give it to the Acclaim.
Don't do that. Give the Acclaim. Go ahead.
I'll just give it to the Acclaim then. That's it. I think like the Acclaim during this final stretch of the year has probably been like they improved and grown the most, and they are the best tag team. So we're going right now. So yeah, I'll give it to the Acclaim. And then the honorable mentions, talked about it a little bit for NXT. Briggs and Jensen.
We didn't do honorable. We didn't even do our NXT pick yet. Who's your NXT pick?
Shit, my fault. Von Wagner.
Wow. Okay, I picked Tiffany.
Von Wagner, and I picked Von Wagner because he was in the dirt at the start of the year.
Not to me, baby. I
know it was. So, but I remember at the top of the year when he had that match with somebody, I forget who, and I said he looks less lost out there. He's starting to get a little more fluid in the ring. You don't see the gears turning whenever he does something. You see a little bit of in like promos and I guess in expressions, just a little bit, but like in the ring from the start of the year till now, crazy. I don't even understand why he did that clean job to Odyssey Jones, but whatever. I think it's been I think Von Wagner's been getting a lot better. And then like also, I said earlier, a lot of the women a lot of the women's division in NXT, like
you could have picked any of those girls, honestly. You really can.
Yeah.
I think all those girls are really improved. Yeah, I went Tiffany just because I think she had I think that feud she had with Wendy was really good.
Really showcase her stuff there.
Yeah, I think that was some of her best work. Did she have a match against did she have a match against Mandy or am I bugging?
No.
Okay.
Never squared off against Mandy and never will.
She had a big, it was a tournament final. Who she wrestled in that tournament final? She had like a final, it was like a tournament or something, right? Am I losing it? I might be making this up.
I think it might have been Roxanne.
I think so. I think you're right. I had to look it up. I don't even know. But I know she had some pretty strong matches.
Okay. Next category, least improved. I would like to hear your NXT pick because I am truly unsure who has least not improved in NXT. Least improved in NXT.
Indy.
Really?
Yep.
This nigga's a hater.
I don't see the vision. I still don't see it. I don't think she's gotten any better.
Can't co-sign that. This nigga sucks. Boo this nigga. I truly can't think of anybody who has like really regressed in the ring or anything like that this year. I know when I brought this up in the Discord, a lot of people were saying Zion Quinn. It can't be least improved if I already expelled the nigga. He's no longer enrolled in the school.
You can't get any worse.
He's already in the dirt. Like, I had no hope for him already. So therefore, it's not happening. I spoke with Justin a little bit and about my least improved pick. And a name that came up in our Discord was Carmelo Hayes. And he was somebody I was kind of considering, but not because of him. I just think that his name being inserted to any and every conversation on Twitter makes me go, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I have Carmelo in a different section.
I feel like I know where. I'm gonna go with just throwing it up in the air because I have to pick somebody. Tony D'Angelo. I know he got hurt.
I think he's improved. I think from the beginning of the year to now, I think he's a lot better than he was from at the beginning of the year.
I don't mean for Tony D'Angelo, I just have to pick somebody, but I don't think that his quality went down. I think he just stagnated.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
So that is my least improved. AEW least improved. Oh man, a gallery of folks to choose from.
Oh boy.
I went with Wardlow.
I went with Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Because for a so-called pillar, he didn't feel like a pillar this year for this company. Say that much.
Jungle Boy is in the Zion Quinn conversation for
He's not that bad. No, I'm not gonna put him. He's not Zion Quinn.
No, that nigga's expelled. That nigga's been
don't do that to Jungle Boy.
That boy
doing not Zion.
6-pack of ass for 3 years now.
That
boy finally picked up the microphone and started talking, and he's like, it only made it worse. That motherfucker's 12 packs of ass. But I went with Wardlow. Just a really bad year. Sorry. Going from, backstage stuff, kind of ruining your biggest moment. The security guard thing. Warjo not being featured as prominent or anything. Turning down being part of the promo where he had to turn down beating in the battle royale for
that was
a number one contenders match.
I forgot
the match with Scorpio Sky is awful. How is he not
injured? He was injured.
No, that shit don't make it any better. Why isn't this dude doing open challenges like Cody was doing, or like bringing that back? There's so many more interesting mid-carders than Wardlow right now, and I honestly would rather see like an Ethan Page with it or some shit like that. Orange Cassidy could take it, Pac could take it. Death Triangle period except Pentagon. Just no. Just not.
When it comes to Wardlow, I'm more mad at how he booked, not really his performance. I think his performance has been fine.
I don't think his matches have been particularly any great either. The 6-man stuff that he was doing with like Joe and FTR and all them, like, no. The Brian no, he didn't have that Brian Cage match. I believe Samoa Joe did. I didn't like that either. But no, just not good stuff. But who do you said Jungle Boy, right? We can go into our audible mention. It kind of sucks that I have to say this, but because I do think they are a very solid wrestler. I just think that their position kind of like in the company or how he's utilized, like basically what you think about for Wardlow and how he's being booked is how I feel about this individual here. Bryan Danielson. I think this year is kind of like in ring wise, all great stuff, I guess. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Mm.
I think this is like a legacy tarnishing or like staining
Wow.
year for
Okay.
him. Like this is a very low year for Bryan Danielson. I never thought there would be a point where he would have a match and I would not want to really watch it or not really care for it. I definitely think like the Hangman match is all great and stuff. But that's about it from the rest of this year.
I think that feud with JAS really hurt.
Oh, absolutely.
I did like the match with him and Garcia.
Him getting his ass beat in the Anarchy in the Arena when it's not like this fight isn't even his. This is Eddie Kingston's beef. And that man got mollywopped upside the head and then was gone for quite some time. Stupid stuff. Like, why would you agree to that?
Well, Bryan Danielson agrees with stupid stuff all the time. That's why he needed Vince to tell him, no, nigga, sit your ass down. What are you doing?
I would say that for the Garcia joint, obviously, the story for that is like absolutely terrible, but the matches were fine. But yeah, those matches were terrible, and the story literally didn't lead anywhere, and there was a terrible swerve in it. And then Daniel Garcia is back at square one, still a stooge for Jericho. What was the literally? What was the point of that stuff?
And if it is just a swerve, they go into another swerve, then I'm really gonna roll my eyes at that.
It's over now.
I guess until there's some kind of dissension again, because he's doing the whole thing like you have to follow Sammy now. I mean, you have to follow. They're doing
the bloodline thing. That
low key basically is the bloodline thing.
Jim Cornette called it, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. Creative bankrupt JSA Jazz, but yeah, Bryan Danielson. I hate where he's at right now and how he's being used.
Me too, man. Me too.
Next, pay-per-view or TV special of the year. I don't have the matches, so you're just gonna have to pull it up y'all damn selves. But I just remember when I was looking at all the pay-per-view TV, special TV stuff, I just remember looking at them fondly. First, for NXT, I'm gonna go with In Your House.
Pull up the card right now. Take over In Your House. 6-man tag. Legado del Fantasma versus Tony D'Angelo. Two dimes and Stacks. Rest in peace to 2 dimes. Carter and Chance versus Toxic Attraction. Carmelo Hayes versus Cameron Grimes. Wendy Chu versus Mandy Rose. Creed Brothers versus Pretty Deadly. And then Joe Gacy versus Braun Breaker. Pretty good.
That's the second match. That's the second match.
That's the second match I had. Yeah, it was a really good match. So as far as my spreadsheet goes, average match was it was decent. It was a decent show. Pretty good show. But I would say average match is about like 3.5-ish.
What you got?
My NXT show of the year was Worlds Collide.
Solid.
Let's see what Worlds Collide card had. I just looked at it. Why can't I find it? What the hell? Oh, because I got the thing. I'm stupid. Worlds Collide card. Let's see what we got going on. We got Ricochet versus Carmelo Hayes. I thought was fantastic. Mm-hmm. Pretty Deadly versus Gallus versus Briggs and Jensen versus the Creed Brothers to unify the tag team championships. Good. Blair Davenport versus Mandy Rose versus Mako Satomura to unify the women's championships. Doudrop and Nikki Ash versus Katana and Carter. Decent match. It's all right. I gave it a 3. And then Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate, which was fantastic. I think say what you want about NXT's weekly TV show. It may not be for you, it might not be your thing, but I think as far as their big show this year, I don't think they really had a bad one. I think all their big pay-per-view takeover-esque shows have been really good. Damn near, I want to say, to the quality of the black and gold that people finally remember. I don't think we're too far from that.
Yeah, I will agree, but I definitely liked In Your House a little more. I think it was a very solid card on that show. For AEW, I got Double or Nothing.
That card, Double or Nothing.
I looked at all the AEW shows and I said which one I didn't want to fall asleep during, and then I picked that one.
All right, well, I got about
go so long.
I got about 20 matches to tell you about. We have Tony Nese and Mark Sterling versus Hookhausen. MJF versus Wardlow. Young Bucks versus the Hardys. PU. Anna Jay versus Jade Cargill.
PU.
House of Black. You know what? I totally should have put Jeff Hardy for cringeworthy moment. Everything Jeff Hardy did for that whole 2-month run was fucking terrible. House of Black versus Death Triangle, which I remember being very good. It was a straight up spot
perfect
fest,
spot
sell.
fest.
Yeah, but it was really good. Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. I don't even remember that match happening. It was the Owen Hart finals.
Yeah.
So Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. I don't remember much about it. Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho in the Owen Hart finals. Men of the Year and Paige Van Zant versus Sammy, Frankie, and Tay Mello in a match where nobody was a face and nobody was likable whatsoever. Kyle O'Reilly versus Darby Allin, which was a match just thrown together, but it was good. Serena D versus Thunder Rosa, fine. Anarchy in the Arena, which I liked, you didn't like. Team Taz versus Swerve in Our Glory versus Jurassic Express in a match I gave a 4. So I don't remember this match very well, but I guess it was pretty good. And then CM Punk versus Hangman Page, where he wins the championship, and that's Double or Nothing. A lot of shows, a lot of matches. The first half of that show was not as great as the second half. Second half picked up for sure.
Show's ass.
But also by Anarchy in the Arena, I'm probably ready for bed because that's probably about 3 hours into the show at that point.
Mm-hmm.
My AEW show of the year. What did I pick? I picked Full Gear. I gotta look at the Full Gear card. I don't remember what the hell about Full Gear. You know, just happened. Full Gear. We just watched it. Y'all know what it is. Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Elite Death Triangle.
Y'all know what it is.
It was a month ago. Y'all know what happened. I think that probably. I'd have to say that's my favorite show. I don't really remember Revolution. I don't remember whatever the hell's after Revolution. I don't even know their pay-per-view order. They only have 4. I don't know the order, which one comes what. But Forbidden Door was cool too. I enjoyed Forbidden Door for what it was.
Oh boy, I didn't. But it probably is much better than fucking.
I don't know why you picked all that. Now that I'm reading it back, it did not sound good at all.
Yeah. For non honorable mention for our non NXT, I'd probably go Mania because I was there.
Night 1 or 2, both all together.
Both all together. I'm not gonna pick between the two. That I really liked Deadline a lot, and I liked New Year's Evil a lot. And that's about
Deadline. It. I thought I think WrestleMania Night 1 was really strong. I said Forbidden Door already. I think that was a pretty strong show. I want to say, I guess I'll put Clash of the Castle. I really enjoyed Clash of the Castle.
Oh yeah, that was really good as well.
SummerSlam had its ups and downs. I think Clash of the Castle was a stronger show. Yeah, I would say. I think it was Extreme Rules. Wasn't Extreme Rules really good too? Or am I bugging?
There's I would say the only kind of pay-per-view that I'm pretty down on, it'd probably be at the bottom of my list. I'm not even gonna cap you down. Or bottom 3 is Royal Rumble, even though I really like the Royal Rumble.
I'm sorry, Extreme Rules was fucking fire. I'm looking at this card. So I'm gonna tell you what, Brawling Brutes versus Imperium in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, which I gave a 5. So that's how you know how I feel about it. Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan, which I gave a 3. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross, which I thought was the worst match of the night. Bailey Bianca ladder match. Edge Finn Balor I Quit match where they went full-on theatrics. And then Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins in the fight pit, and then the debut of Bray. So I think that's where the return of Bray. So that was a really good show, actually.
Heat Rock. Yeah, probably the Royal Rumble is probably the one I'm down on the most. But
EU.
Really good stuff. hottest news story of the year. I think it was really hard to come up with one for NXT if it's not like Triple H or what is it? Triple H coming back.
I put Mandy. Honestly, I think that's probably the hottest news story that NXT had.
Yeah, you know what? That is a little buzzer beater.
Yeah, it was Mandy.
What I got right now is NXT going back on the road. I thought that's it.
Yo, that's how you know NXT don't got shit going on, man. When we be doing in the trenches, I'd be looking for NXT news. It's almost never NXT news. I have to do that like four.
There's no more outbreaks or releases. That's what kind of dominated, and what kind of dominated NXT news for like all of last year. It was just like releases and outbreaks, and then like probably like an injury. That's it.
That's pretty much it. Now AEW.
Come on, man. You already know what it is, man.
AEW had nothing but a mess for the second half of the year.
That shit had the block hot.
But obviously it's the media scrum. It's Punk. It's the Punk fight. It's all that stuff. All in one. It is what it is. Y'all, we talked about it to death.
Yeah.
Y'all know what happened. It was a fucking mess.
And it's somehow still not resolved, but the story is still going, which is crazy.
And in my eyes, that would be the biggest news story of the year if it wasn't for, Vince McMahon, the chairman of WWE, stepping down from the company. I guess you probably could have put that for NXT low key if you really wanted to, but that's obviously the biggest story.
Non-NXT, but yeah, basically for the WWE side, it is definitely Vince's retirement.
I really thought I wouldn't see this day come anytime soon. I really didn't. I thought this day was invincible. I thought there's nothing. That man's going to be in that seat in Gorilla until he dies. That's what I thought. He's going to die in that seat.
I thought that, I always kept an open mind in seeing that there was. At first, you know what? I'll say this. At first, I didn't see it happening until Nick Khan did that interview with Ariel Helwani. That's when I saw that one. I was just like, "Oh, this motherfucker right here is something."
Yeah, that made me change. That made us realize that they're going in a whole different direction than what we're used to. Like whatever's about what we thought was about to happen.
Business is shifting.
Yeah,
you feel me? When I saw Nick Khan, I definitely saw him as like, what Vince was. I guess Vince was gonna kind of mold him in his shape and then like stop.
Yeah, transition. It's kind of that a soft transition. Until we know whatever Vince is going to do post-retirement. But this is my thing, though. I thought Vince would probably step down as CEO or whatever, but he was still going to be on, like, writing the show. Yeah, he was still going to be booking and writing, the main storylines, and he was going to make all the main decisions. The fact that he let that go, well, I mean, he was kind of forced, but that, because, we hashtag knowing Vince, we know he's a control freak and he likes, things his way. And he has a certain style that he kind of been running for, the latter half of the last, 2 decades, 3 decades. So just seeing that shift in real time of like, yo, we're switching from this is the Vince show, this is the Triple H show. Like literally in a week, it was like, no, okay, we're on a whole new thing. It was like, whoa, this is a lot. And then, Stephanie McMahon getting fired at the beginning of the year, and then coming back now she's co-CEO. It's like, yo, what? Like it's. Mind you, the reasoning why Vince even had to step down in the first place, the whole scandal, was just like this. It was so much going on, so much online discourse. It was just, oh my goodness, it was just like I've never. It has to be the wildest. It might be the wildest wrestling story. I want to say since maybe the steroid trial, and outside of Benoit, I'm not gonna include that or you know what I mean, but like the steroid trial, but you don't get more scandalous than this. I feel like.
Yeah. I would say the steroid trial is a little more extreme because it actually went to court and shit like that. But no, this is bad.
This might go to court too. Not go court.
We'll see. But nah, that shit is bad, and that kind of wraps it up for a lot of the positive stuff. This is where we get into the worst section of the show. Oh boy. So worst match of the year for the NXT side. What do you got?
I didn't have one. This was the only thing I could. Because like this is the thing with bad NXT matches. It was just like it was probably just a squash. You know what I mean?
Not even like a long Zion Quinn match or a Zion Quinn match you felt went too long.
Was there a long Zion? I don't remember there even being a long Zion.
I felt like picking Zion Quinn would have just been like an easy target, so I didn't go with that. But there's a match that I really find.
What's yours?
Wesley versus Trick Surrounds match. I
should have fucking known.
Terrible.
Yo,
the match is garbage. The match is ass.
I didn't hate that match as much as you did.
That match is terrible. That match is stupid.
It's not that bad. They tried something different. It didn't really.
No, they didn't. They used fucking heritage rules.
No, but they had like a boxing match at first. At least the first half.
Yeah,
of it.
No, that's not new. That's not something new that you should have tried. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, they gave it a shot.
And then what is it end? Motherfucker get a little rubbing alcohol in his eye, bro.
They dropped that gimmick quick too.
Stupid. Terrible match. Anything you just want to pick something low just off the top? Anything that just got a 1 star?
I don't fucking know. Let me see what I got.
What about an indie match since she's so ass?
You felt way about that. I will put what's my lowest rated NXT match on the spreadsheet? Guru Raj versus Dante Chen in a no contest. I think Solo Sikoa came out and beat them both up, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, how the fuck did that match end? What's the wait? Is the lowest rated? What is it low? What is it rated?
I give it a 1.
I was about to say it's like a 0.5. Like
my lowest rated match on this is on the spreadsheet is actually an AEW match that I didn't put as my worst match because it wasn't really even a match. It was a match, but it wasn't. It was Shawn Dean versus MJF. I think MJF just got DQ'd somehow, and that was it.
Yeah, that match wasn't bad. It was stupid.
I don't even think it was a match. I don't remember what it was. Something happened, but clearly I gave it a 0 because it must have been like he like kicked him in the balls or something, and that was it. But yeah. So yeah, I guess if you want to pick a match, it's Guru Raj versus Dante Chen, or we can go Guru Raj versus Duke Hudson.
Damn, why Guru Raj getting murked right now?
Or we can go Saray versus Tiffany Stratton. I don't know what happened in that match. It must have been something really fast that happened. Whoa! Why did I do this? Okay, you know what? I got one. Duke Hudson versus Braun Breaker for the NXT World Championship.
Yeah,
1. It was a 1. There you go.
It was a squash.
Squash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wesley versus Trick Williams rounds match, and then for AEW, I'm gonna go with Thunder Rosa versus Marina Shafir.
I don't remember that. That sounds terrible. I don't remember that at all. I probably blocked that out of my mind. It was that bad.
I believe that's when the sandbag rumors was coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, that match was terrible.
My worst match. Oh, God.
Sorry. So, I was gonna say my honorable mention. Sorry.
Let me say my worst match is Wardlow versus 20 Jobbers. Why did we do that?
That's when we was going on. That's when we was going off the deep end, dog. Like this is you lost like, this. You lost Wardlow, bro.
You just beat MJF 2 weeks ago, and now you fighting 20 security guards
for weeks.
For weeks, I don't understand that. That didn't make it. I don't know, but yeah, that's my worst matchup in AEW this year.
Okay. Honorable mention.
What's the main roster stuff? I don't know, man.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go with most of the Moxley matches that took place this summer.
Bleeding for no reason.
Yeah, facing random GCW and other jobbers and other open challenge. Basically, his whole run as interim champion was just a lot of garbage. With only the second Punk match being decent, and he loses then. But yeah, that match that run is awful.
That's fair. I don't know. That's fair. I didn't like that run either. I think Moxley's improved a little bit over the last. I think his matches have been better in the last 2 months or so, I think.
But that's what I got as my honorable mention. It's fine you don't have one. We could just move on. Worst wrestler of the year. I feel like it's a little rude, but I hate. I'm just like it's early, So I hate to give it to him, but Hank Walker,
What did he do? What did he wait? What?
like,
what?
it's kind of just
What,
ass,
what did
really.
Walker do? He's fine. I don't know where that came from.
Nah,
I need to
I
hear
hate
this. What's
it.
the?
I hate the presentation. I don't really think
I
it's
just wanted some
early.
gear. I just wanted some gear. That's all.
That's about it. I think he's probably gonna have a really decent next year if they keep up with whatever the hell he's doing with Gulak. But as of right now, I'm not rocking with it at all. Sorry. I truly mean the sorry. Like, you just put your toe in, and then I'm just like, this nigga garbage. But nah, I'm just not really rocking with it.
What about your female choice?
Oh, oof. I feel like who's not improving, and I hate that it has to be them, or like we're not really seeing much of them for whatever reason. Amari Miller in the back burner like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know what she's been doing. She's been on Level Up for about a year straight and ain't been really called up since then. I don't know. This might not be for her.
Even Sol Rika be getting
Sol Rika already on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry,
that's fair. My pick is Quincy Elliott. You got to figure some stuff out, and then Elektra Lopez, kind of by default. Look, he didn't really wrestle much, but when she did wrestle, nothing spectacular. Yeah, it's kind of, those are my picks.
For AEW, men's. Oh man, I actually didn't write that down. I just went with a singular wrestler.
Who?
For men, Marina Shafir.
Yeah, that's my female wrestler, worst wrestler of the year by far. It's
very,
terrible.
Very, very, very bad stuff from them. And then from the men's, I could probably go Sammy Guevara, Moxley, Wheeler Yuta.
I gave Sammy Guevara too many high grades to make him worst wrestler of the year. Unfortunately, I gave him too many good. Somehow he keeps sneaking himself in some good matches, even though usually it's like
you whenever you see a Sammy match, you just hit the Alonzo Mourning. Just yeah,
I guess. I guess. You know what snuck in there in that little group of people too? That somehow they had a better match ratings than I thought they did. Alex Reynolds. I don't know how he snuck in there.
Dog, I saw that spreadsheet and I saw Alex Reynolds in your top 15. I said, how the fuck, bro? Absolutely insane.
He snuck in there somehow. I don't know how.
Wildin'. Yeah, I would probably just go. You know what? Actually, I'll go Jungle Boy.
I think you go a little hard on Jungle Boy. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's that bad.
I think Sammy got at least interesting matches while Jungle Boy just has like singles. That's
I'll
it.
give you that.
Like, he don't even get like stipulation matches.
My worst of the year is QT Marshall. Stop putting QT Marshall on my TV screen. They haven't in a while.
Oh,
he was on TV. He was on TV too much this year. I didn't like that. Keep him backstage and on Dark.
Yeah. No more factory guys. But yeah, and then honorable mention. Oh, I didn't have any, but
I didn't have any.
Most of the men's division in the AEW, just think they're not great.
What's that?
What else?
Worst feud?
Okay. Worst feud: Wesley versus Trick Williams. Shit. I know it kind of led up to him getting like the North American Championship, but just like him just having to even go through Trick is absolutely nuts. Like, I feel like he could probably just got his head bust backstage, get jumped backstage or some shit, and then it would save us weeks of some bullshit, weeks of filler. Didn't like it. Who you got?
Ron Breaker versus Joe Gacy.
Yeah,
get that bullshit out of here. That spooky shit, the kidnappings. the ghosts and goblins and ghouls he had. Get all that shit out of here, man. I don't want to see that shit. Braun looked out of place. Gacy didn't even fit his character right. It just didn't. He became supernatural out of nowhere. I didn't like it.
Yeah. At first, everybody thought like he was just gonna be kind of SJW, whatever, virtue signaler, and then he became better Spooky Bray Wyatt.
He's Spooky Man, and then now he's back to his cult leader. So I don't know.
Really, really good stuff though. That he's doing right now from AEW. Definitely one of my most hated feuds this year is the Jericho versus Kingston.
Yep,
that feud.
I think you go to a different one.
No, Kingston Jericho. The feud went all over the place. It was stupid long, and then it transitioned into another. Like, I don't even think there was a proper resolution. It kind of just phased Kingston out, and then it started another terrible set of feuds with the Blackpool Combat Club. So, not great stuff.
So, yours is Jericho Eddie Kingston. Mine is JAS versus BCC. The whole thing. So I guess if you want to include Kingston in there, that's fine too. I could care less about.
He was the start of it.
Yeah, I don't care about any of this combination of people. I wanted to stop. I want it over with. It's still not over. I hate this. I hate it all. I feel like we have guys like Moxley and Danielson. We should, and Claudio. We should be doing more with these guys and wrestling these dweebs over on Jericho Appreciation Society. Mm-hmm. I feel like Wheeler Yuta's kind of been stuck in the same spot for a while since he joined. I feel like Daniel Garcia, we've already discussed that. Jake Hager's still in checks.
Oh yeah, definitely. But they keep giving Wheeler Yuta like belts and being like, "See, he's good." No, he's not. You got to present him a little bit better than that. But yeah, I will also agree with just anything like the feuds, just not great stuff. But yeah, not great.
Honorable mention. There's some main roster stuff I don't remember. I didn't like, but I didn't write it down, so I don't know. But there were some bad ones.
Not that I really watched a lot of main roster.
I think Ronda and Liv.
The first half of it, yeah.
I don't like any Ronda and Liv.
What is it? What is it? The part of the feud leading up to SummerSlam, I thought it was whatever, and then the match was bad. So, but no, probably not that for me. Maximum Male Models versus Hit Row.
What? They had like one match.
Yeah, that's one match too goddamn many.
You ready? I'll take that. I'm trying to look. I'm going through the spreadsheets real quick. The pay-per-views. Yeah, I'm sure there's WWE stuff I hated, but I just didn't think we were talking about main roster stuff, so I didn't put it.
That's fine. It's not like I put honorable mention / non NXT or AEW mention at the very fucking top.
Did you put that?
Yes.
Man, look, you really did. All right, whatever. I'll go live Ronda then. Shout to Liv.
Okay. No, she's gonna see
Shout
this.
To Liv.
She's gonna hate
friend of the show.
No, she's gonna hate you now. Most confusing booking decision: Alba Fire versus Toxic Attraction.
Alba Fire was also my choice. Easy.
Crazy. Beat your ass in your old name. Beat your ass in the new name.
Beat your ass in a mansion, in a haunted mansion. Beat your ass in the ring. Yeah. Beat your ass backstage. Beat you up in the parking lot. Kidnapped you. All kinds of stuff.
That whatever the firekeeper shit that you want, it ain't working out, and it still ain't. Isla Dawn got her in hell right now. But no, I didn't like that they kind of just beat her down like that, and then she's still getting beaten down. For AEW, wait, do you have anything else to add to the Alba Fire joint? Or good?
No, we kind of went through it. They had to lose all those times. I just don't really understand the reasoning.
Okay. CM Punk versus Jon Moxley, that first match.
Me too. Yo, look at that. We're on the same wavelength. That was also my. What the fuck was that?
Puzzling, bizarre.
I still don't understand why they did that. I don't.
Absolutely
to this day,
crazy.
I don't think it's ever been explained why that even happened.
Don't get it. And then my honorable mention, AEW just had to get it one more time with the Regal, MJF, BBC, the Firm shit. That whole stuff is just, I think a lot of MJF booking there's just like a lot of nonsense that goes on, and it's very confusing to me.
I want to say I want to give it to them, but also I think Punk leaving fucked that up, and I think Regal leaving fucked that up. I think it was like two things really shifted everything that for all those guys and all those parties involved. I think Punk leaving. Stokely pretty much confirmed it. Punk leaving really hurt whatever the plans they had for everything, and they had to go on the fly. Now, I think they could have did a better job, realigning? Yeah, but I'm not gonna dock them too many points off for that one. That's just unfortunate circumstances.
Still, gotta get it, because that shit it's confusing. Like it just is. Like
it was.
They just didn't know really how to bounce back or try to salvage it. Just it kind of just falls apart. So apparently the Rick Ross segment with Swerve in Our Glory isn't going over well, and I'm just watching the reaction right now.
Is it not going over well on the timeline or in the Discord?
Oh, in the Discord. Who gives a fuck about the timeline? Most honorable mention. Most memorable moments. Sorry. I filled this out before a deadline kind of came, even though I added deadline to my one thing, but I didn't really change anything else. I would go with Roxanne winning, but what I put down first was Grayson Waller sending Gargano out.
Mine was Dolph Ziggler showing up and then winning the championship. I didn't see that coming at all.
That's not a bad pick. I
did not see that coming. That was the first time. Oh shit! Anybody could show up at NXT at any point, and now we even see that at the end of the year with New Day. But like that was the first one. We're like, oh, okay, I'm with that. And so that was my most memorable one for NXT. And then probably like the first Stand and Deliver when they got to go like leave and be in an arena. That was pretty cool.
You want?
No, go ahead.
For AEW is the CM Punk AFI entrance.
Hard.
That
was hard.
Hard body. Hard. What you got for AEW?
The media scrum.
I knew it.
The media scrum. That's the most memorable thing that happened this year. Like I said, we discussed at length. I'm never gonna forget this. That was one of the wildest things I've ever seen in real time.
Another one.
I never seen a company fall apart like in real time like that, just in front of my face in one night.
And for my honorable mention, obviously I would love to give it to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, or like Seth Rollins' entrance at the Royal Rumble, but something that it came to my mind and it was super fresh when I was just thinking about it. Roderick Strong just getting bodied in the parking lot and they left him fucking bloody. That picture is so fucking funny.
It's fucking hilarious. Rest in peace, Roderick Strong. He ain't coming
He's
back.
Not dead.
He's gone, bro. He's gone, bro. I'm telling you, he's out of there.
He's not.
Most memorable moment for me, easily Stone Cold coming back. I'll never forget that. That's Stone Cold. That's my childhood. So I never thought I would see him wrestle again. So I can't. There's nothing past that for me.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume since his name wasn't mentioned, it comes up here. Most overrated for NXT.
My guy, friend of the show.
I could not I can't co-sign this.
I kind of want to preface this. I don't think he's bad. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. I think he's overrated by the internet, and specifically by Black wrestling fans. I understand representation's awesome. I get that. We don't got to include Carmelo Hayes in every future WWE main roster plan going forward. I've seen this man be penciled in to beat Roman. I've seen him penciled in to beat Gunther. I've seen this man penciled in to win the Rumble. Like, bro, let's take it back a little bit. I think Carmelo Hayes is fantastic. Y'all act like this guy is the next fucking coming of fucking The Rock or something. I'm like, yo, let's take a step back. I think we're putting too much expectation on this young man, and we just take it down a little bit. All right, let's lower these expectations. He's still got some work to do.
I'll agree that there's definitely more work that needs to be done. That's why earlier I said the TL doesn't matter. But I will agree that he is overhyped by the internet. I think that Carmelo is definitely a solid he is a solid wrestler. He has really good feuds. Like everything that is presented on TV is going really well. I would say like the only gripe that I have with him is that he kind of cheats too much, especially he has to like cheat for people that he doesn't need to be cheating for.
Yeah, why is he cheating?
That's about it.
He just beat Axiom, bro.
No, Axiom was beating his fucking ass.
He's not gonna win that.
Like, why the fuck is he cheating or like has to cheat or is trying to cheat against Andre Chase?
Chase you.
He should be playing his ass in the dirt. Why is he cheating? Like Giovanna Vinci? Are you serious? Why are you cheating to beat him?
That match was hard.
Yeah, it was. But why are you cheating to beat this man?
That was hard. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think out of a lot of the title feuds that he had this year, there's probably only 3 that he needed to really cheat for. And it should have been Grimes, Ricochet, and I can't think of another one right now.
You know what? Now that you mentioned Vinci, you know what would have been fire? They would let him just keep his gimmick in Imperium. That would have been hard.
Flyman in Imperium. You talking like the TL right now. That's a terrible idea.
The finger point. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was disappointed initially. Like when he came out at Clash of the Catch, I was like, oh, come on, man. I was kind of annoyed because I really like the gimmick. I like what they were doing. I thought it was funny. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Little picture thing.
Well, guess what? We're not here for fucking memes, okay? We're here to, bring grace back to the mat.
Oh, brother. The mat sacred?
Yes. Like
the sanctity.
Yeah. Well, why you want that goofy shit? Go over to the other side. We're doing a whole bunch of goofy shit.
It's the real pro wrestling over for NXT.
The real wrestlers, you feel me?
the real grapplers.
You feel me? They know how to wrestle out there. Most overrated for AEW. Anybody, but I went with MJF. This guy is not as good as people were saying. And I think a lot of this what is it? I would just say that he is a very overrated individual. That's it. And I think there's a lot of people that does what he does better and is way better than the mic than he is in both companies. So it's just like whatever. And I think his the start of his reign not going, it's just not fire. I know it's really early, but like I don't see any big matches in his future.
Probably Brian. And then once Brian's over, I don't know where they go.
But they devalued Brian. Like Brian's value or like stock has dropped significantly. He hasn't won a singles titles match this whole year, and you seriously want me to believe that he's going to take it away from MJF on his like second defense?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? That's it. MJF, very not ungood, in my opinion.
My pick was Jon Moxley.
Very solid.
I think like we said earlier, they were gassing him in the summer when they said he was having that run. It wasn't really all that. He tricked y'all, man.
Oh yeah, no.
All the bleeding tricked y'all.
That motherfucker been tricking y'all niggas before he even went to AEW. So
Low key, want to keep it stacked. He been tricking us as Dragon Gate, but that's a different story for a different time. That's a different story for a different time.
You know what I mean? CZW, bro.
The CZW, since IWAMS. I don't even know if he worked there, but he probably did. He looked like a nigga that worked the IWAMS. He definitely worked the IWAMS card before in a fucking barn.
Yeah. Moxley is ungood.
I want to see if he really did that.
I didn't really have a lot of honorable mention or most overrated, and now hearing what you had to say about Carmelo Hayes, I feel bad giving it to Ricky Starks because it's really just TL's perception calling him the Rock and shit like that. I really don't think he's actually that bad, and I would actually like to scrub him off, and I'd put Jon Moxley in that spot instead.
I told you how I feel about Ricky Starks. I think Ricky Starks is great. You just gotta put on 20 with some muscle. That's all. Some muscle on.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
So yep. That is it for us. Anything else that you would just like to say?
Cyrus, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. You got any New Year's resolutions?
New Year resolutions, man. You know, I'm gonna try to get back into watching a lot more international wrestling. Just get sexier, man. You feel me? Make sure my health is great. And then that's about it. Just good health, good health and wealth. That's all I need. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to all you guys. See you 2023, New Year, a lot of fun stuff. And then, man, we're gonna have our 200th next year. So
nice.
Fucking crazy, yeah. Shout out to all the patrons, man. Patreon.com/The A Show RNC. It is in the show notes. Please click on that. Subscribe. Send it to your friends. Show love. We're doing amazing stuff here at the A Show Network, and it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better, and it'll get better quicker with your help. We're going to be back with Spot Callers, Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies. We're going to have our legendary run in the springtime. I'm not going to say who just yet, but we have a lot of exciting stuff coming in the pipeline, brainstorming a lot of new content for you guys. So yeah, man, another good year.
Also, I want to publicly shout out to Meals, by far one of the most hardest working men in this space right now. Also, shout out to Meals. That's my guy.
New Year's resolution for the pod is to help Meals.
Save Meals.
He doesn't ask for help, bro. Always reach out. We gotta help Meals. That's exactly what we
gotta save Meals for his brain pop. You remember the episode of SpongeBob where Gary all the gears broke and he started
swerving?
It could be Meals. Must see him on fucking IG Live wilding. But
hashtag Meals needs help.
Meals need help.
That's definitely our New Year's resolution. I definitely want to put that together. But yeah, man, all love, man. I don't know what much to say after that. See you guys in 2023.